Right guys, welcome back to Safer Engineering, and today we're going to get this thing started, finally. Okay guys, welcome back. So as I said, we're going to get this thing hopefully started in this episode. So what we got to crack on with doing is getting the turbo pre-lubed and getting a few things ready. So let's just break you in here. As you can see, my piece of wood, so basically that's just because the bonnet's been closed on here. What I've hooked up here is a funnel that's been full of oil, and it's been basically dripping oil through the turbo, all nice and thick, so it took forever to get through there. So basically that's going to be pre-lubed, spinning like absolute butter. Get rid of that now. So basically what I need to do is I need to pump some of the old oil out of the oil feed. So run it over on the starter motor, pump some oil out, make sure it's nice clean oil, get that put in there, run it over on the starter again, make sure we got oil going through all of that. So that's all completely lubed. And then I need to get Sam to dial in. I'm going to get the computer out and sit inside. I need to get Sam to dial in and just set up some of the fuel pump ECU stuff. So yeah, let's crack on with that. Alright guys, so hopefully you can hear me properly here, but there we go. All started, got the turbo pre-lubed. Turbo is spinning away like a crazy thing, and yeah, car's sounding good. So I had Sam dial in and set those two bad boys up. So currently at idle sort of, you know, idle pressures, let's just say, that's the pumps running. So the pumps are running at about a third the speed. So it's not exact, but as you step them up, there's about 3 different speeds, or 3 different sort of tones the pump make. This is as quiet as it gets. Once the sound ending is over this, I won't be able to hear a single thing. And then it steps up a couple of times with boost. But yeah, I am pretty happy with that. It is now started. It is condensating the thing away, so I can start getting things kind of back together. Right guys, so 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So as you can see by the horrible end on this, this has been cranked down on a few times. So this turbo, the sizing is actually different, and this fits a lot better. This 90-degree fits under a lot better. On the old one, it was actually rubbing against the housing. So what it's done is it's tweaked it, and it's actually losing coolant from here, and it's not sealing properly here. So I have ordered a new one, so a new 90-degree. As you can see, I had to just pretty much destroy the fucking thing getting it off. But yeah, that's what's down there. So got to wait for one of those. But otherwise, things are actually looking quite good. So yeah, wait on that. It should come in a couple of days. Get this thing going. Right guys, so the postal gods have blessed me, and I've got the AN6 fitting that I needed. But what I've also done is I've ordered another one, because I'm going to replace the one down there, which is actually, the fitting's fine, but it's a bit too tight. It's a 120 degrees, so it comes out and it's like down, yeah. But I'll show you once I get it off. So I'm going to change that. Obviously sort out my heat shrink, get that attached, bleed some coolant, and then 1 step closer, need to sort out the Haldex wiring. Very easy and simple and stuff. But yeah, at least I've got some stuff to be productive with, so I'll show you once I've got it done. And there it is. So you can't really see, but there's a new fitting right there, and there's a new fitting there. And it actually, with the 90-degree on rather than that 120, I've actually won myself a bit more space away from here. Obviously I am going to have the turbo blanket on, and it's going to be sandwiched in between there, but now I've got a bit more space to stick it in there and everything. So I've just let it warm up, get the water a little bit warm. Seems to have no leaks or anything, so I think we're doing okay here. So I reckon the next thing we do is get this wiring all sorted out. Back once again guys, as you can see I've got things tidied up. So I've got my filter on, I've got the wiring all wired up nicely along there and into plugs, so it's hidden away. Got my heat shield out here, so I'm ready to flop that on, and then put the last like heat shielding bits on there, and then run the Haldex wire into the back, and I am done. I may want to do another couple of little things while I've got the car up and you know, on stands. So I'm going to go underneath and just inspect things and do all the general stuff that you really should do once you've got your car up. But let me get that turbo blanket on first. And we're back in the rear again, but as you can see, I've put it all together. It needs a good vacuum, but that is everything done, everything in. Haldex is now wired up completely. Basically, I'm good to go. Unfortunately, there's not much more I can do now until the injectors come. So, I mean, there is one more thing I need to do, and that's a Haldex service. I need to check the Haldex. I know I've done one recently, but on the dyno, it actually spat out a bit of oil. So I just want to check it, just make sure all the levels are all good, and then get the injectors in, get that big turbo tuned, and then get on the dyno and see if this thing puts down the numbers. Right guys, so unfortunately the weather took a big turn for the cold. We got a snowstorm, as you can see on top of there. We got a load of snow. I've actually had to delay pretty much even just doing the outro of this video because it's been freezing cold. It's still -1 out here, so water is freezing on the ground. It's good fun. But yeah, once again, making progress, getting further on. Next video, I'm getting the injectors in. Fingers crossed. If I have to delay the video by a week, I'll have to delay the video by a week. Waiting for postage, who knows when they'll come. They haven't even been dispatched yet, and I've ordered them over a week ago now, so fun times. But once again, thanks for bearing with me, thanks for joining me on this journey, and like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.